everyone, and welcome back to Astronomy Arcade. My name is Victoria, but you can call me Vicky. But today, you can call me Kai, because it is D&D and Space Night. And we're starting off, as we always seem to do lately, with some chaos. But before we get into too much chaos, I will pass it over to our lovely Game Master Grant, now that he's entered the screen fully, and he can update y'all on what happened last week.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back. What happened last week? There were a couple of sparring showdowns, one between Leaf and Satsi, also again between Leaf and Brick.
Wasn't that the week before?
Yeah.
Was that the week before?
Yeah.
I can't remember anymore.
There have been so many T episodes, I no longer remember.
Who fought? Oh no, we had a meeting.
Yes, there was a team meeting, where you
chitchatted.
planned things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we were just still in the place where we were when the fighting stopped.
Yeah.
Yes, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
You planned and plotted.
And we talked to Ekin, and he told us as much as he possibly could about Sassi's little mystery hunt thing.
Yes, he also gave you a tool, a special device that will protect you from most scanning systems. I am going to inevitably miss things. And you guys found out that Carta saw a whole bunch of things when she got her vision from Ahmad. And it's
Kai.
also entirely...
Go ahead.
It's also entirely possible that Satsi's been getting some help with the puzzle that maybe she shouldn't have been getting.
I mean, to be fair, Leaf's known about this for a long time.
I think we all kind of figured they're just not gonna. Oh, we're not snitches.
I distinctly remember a sly wink of approval a few episodes back.
Also, Ari and Kai had some fun chit chat.
That was fun. Bonding.
Yes. Gossip time. Snitches get stitches, exactly. Wait, no, snitch in this group. No.
Actually, in this universe, Lynn Jersey, snitches get Class A diagnostics.
Ooh.
Oh my god. That seems a little
straight up
harsh,
dead.
actually.
They just die.
We do what I am programmed to do.
I can't wait to see my son. Anyway.
I need to change this programming.
So with that being said, unless there is anything I missed from the recap that anyone else wants to throw in, because I didn't review like I normally do, with that, I'm going to have everyone go around and please introduce your lovely characters.
Well, as I said in the intro, my name's Vicky, but I play Kai. She is the heirloom human pilot of the group and the captain of Team Dawn's Horizon. And firmly believes that snitches do get stitches, but I don't know what that has to do with anything. I just kind of wanted to say it. Ari.
Hey, I'm Amanda. I play Erebos, aka Ari, the psionic warrior elf of the group with a fun demon in his head. This is my best friend, Brick.
I am Ari's best friend, Brick. One of the two reptilian humanoids on the crew, the tank of the group. Yeah.
Pull out the scroll, Leaf.
we need to
My
just
favorite
craft
part
a
is
scroll
three.
at some point.
Yeah, no, just like...
I should do that.
Yes, please do. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm Kyle, and I play Leaf, the other psionic elf in the group. There's a lot of those running around. I'm a psionic adept, hacker, and handler to Wonder the Space Weasel, as well as a growing menagerie of lovely space critters, including Buddy and Chomper, our attack lizards, and two as yet unhatched weaverworm eggs. I really hope they're still unhatched. Companion and occasional lackey to Bessie, the sentient AI subroutine. Non-lethal sniper, although it looks like my duties are being replaced by some kind of cream.
Wow.
Leaf's pet store.
AI is coming for your job, except it's not AI. It's just some doctor, some tracking doctor.
War criminal in training, group therapist, and budding eco-terrorist.
Excellent. Leaf's pet store.
I love it.
Exactly.
They're not for sale.
The threat.
Uh-huh. Yeah, just like the stuff in Paladin
Or
Admin
for
Shop,
stealing.
it's not for sale. Okay. So that being said, we will pick up, unless there are any other scenes anyone wants to get to before the next morning. We will pick up the next morning after all of you had a wonderful time the day before. And let's just say whoever's up first... Whoever's up first gets the first scene of the thing. So who is up and doing stuff first in the morning?
I'd probably be making coffee. Also, other people have beat me to the making coffee, like, every day that we've been here. So I think Leaf set his alarm actually early so that he could make coffee for everybody.
Is it like a you really just want to make coffee for us, or you think everyone else's coffee is shit compared to yours? I'm
No,
curious.
he just really wants to make coffee for everybody.
That's very
Aw,
sweet.
that's cute.
Okay.
No, Carta's getting pretty good at brewing coffee, and Satsi is wonderful as always.
Satsi is wonderful.
Well, speaking of Satsi, you walk out into the main room of this place and you find two figures at the table. Satsi is passed out, just face first on the table. She's asleep. Kim, however, is dutifully clicking away at that puzzle. And you notice she's almost done.
You know,
Stitches get stitches.
it would probably be better if you leave like one or two twists for Satsi, just for the show of the thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. She glances at you.
And then I go make coffee.
Okay. She glances at you and manages a quick smile, clicks another thing into place, and then just slides it over next to where Satsi is.
Also, good job.
She nods, and you almost miss it, but you hear, "I have always liked puzzles."
She's talking.
You know? Me too. I'll show you my collection sometime.
This is very
You know,
exciting.
when we get back to the ship.
All right. She nods, and you go and make the coffee. I'm assuming the moment there's the smell of coffee that pretty much wakes everybody else up. Probably mostly Aerie,
Yeah,
seeing
he's
as
like,
Aerie seems
"I'm
to be
ready."
powered by coffee.
Yes.
Kai also would have gotten up around the same time because she probably heard Leaf getting up because we've been sharing a room. So
True. Kai, your shoulder is stiff, but not immobile anymore.
yay!
Per the doctor's instructions, the ointment is now optional.
Yeah. that stuff. I'm stopping it as tight as I can, and I am chucking it into my bag. Saying, nope.
Remind me what the continuing benefit of using it is?
None. For me.
Well,
None that outweigh the cons.
Hilarity. For the at this moment, the only penalty I would impose is a -1 on attack rolls with that arm.
That's fine.
That's the only thing I would impose.
It's still
And
a little
that's for-
stiff.
It's still a little stiff. That's for the next day or so.
I'm gonna write that down. Just in case.
For the next day or so.
Or, yeah.
Also,
so-
oh my god, Grant, how long in this universe does it take humans to recover from a dislocated shoulder?
Do you know how long it takes in real life? Because I looked this up.
takes a while.
Because it's a serious fear of mine. I don't know why. I don't really do a lot that would dislocate my shoulder, but I'm terrified of it. Like 4 to 6 weeks.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That is genuinely surprising to me.
I know.
Because, like, I know you can start using it again after, like, a day or two, and it's just like,
Yeah, but they like
It's just like it sucks.
The pain and soreness and all that stuff lasts for 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah.
This is the part where I remember that my family's crazy.
Oh no.
Because I've seen dislocated shoulders, and it's like after a few days, they're just like, oh yeah, like it's fine. I can go do mixed martial arts again. It's like,
Oh my
It's fine.
Well,
but it turns out that if you're willing to put up with enough pain,
yeah. It's the doctor says 4 to 6 weeks, and you get to decide if you take that recommendation. Anyway,
okay.
So yes,
No,
Kai,
but
you're feeling
I
pretty
learned
good.
something new.
thank God. Oh,
Yes. Ari, there's
Yes.
the smell of coffee. It calls to you.
Yeah, he's just like, all right. Just like cracks his knuckles and heads out. Like,
Okay. You both walk out to find more or less the exact same scene Leaf did. Instead, Kim is sketching something on just a spare piece of paper, and Satsi is still out cold.
aw.
And seemingly, because you don't know what happened a minute ago, it looks like she just stopped in the middle of working on an almost done puzzle.
Oh man.
How obvious is it to people who don't like really know puzzles that this is almost solved? I'm just curious. Because like Rubik's cubes normally can be very close to being solved, and like they don't look that solved. Especially if it's not color coded, if it's like symbols or something.
Yeah. Kim's done a very neat job. It looks remarkably tidy.
Nice. I'm just trying to get the visual, you know.
Uh-huh.
Eri just wave at them as he passes by to get a cup of coffee.
You get no response from Satsi. She's practically snoring
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. Kim manages
Still
a
half asleep.
small wave of the pencil that she's using and gets back to sketching.
Aw, cute.
All right. Brick, there's the smell of coffee. And Ari has been called by it.
I'm already out there. Sorry, dude. What?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, Brick would get up, probably still half asleep, and go and sit in his chair, pool noodles,
Cute.
fall asleep again.
Okay. All of you hear a groan come from one of the rooms from the entrance to the hall, and Hana appears, cradling her arm, looking a little wobbly. She's holding her head, and she says, "Why is it so bright?"
You had a lot of that alien booze last night. Kind of chugged it.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eri said
Well-
sips.
Well, I guess can't win them all. Is that coffee I smell?
Yes, have a cup. I thought you would need it.
She takes it, covers her eyes, and just goes and finds a dark spot in the corner and just starts sipping at it.
Kai's
Leaf
going to
make
emerge
a
around
note.
now, by the way. Just look at Hana and be like, so, how long did the doctor say you need to take that stuff? Because I don't think you should anymore.
Oh no, the doctor said I could stop my
Oh. Imagine.
I mean, I was going to run a scan on the arms, see if the fracture's gone, I guess. We
How
have
did
a
you
medical
break-
scanner.
Her arm was already
yeah.
broken, right?
Yes.
Vicky forgot. Never mind. I wouldn't ask
broken
that.
arm-
I would have known.
She was DOA when you found her.
Yeah.
So, yes.
I mean, she wasn't
She
dead.
was no,
She was out of commission.
damaged on arrival.
Oh, okay.
Is how I use it. Yes, she was damaged on arrival.
Okay. Yeah. But how long did I feel like maybe and I don't want to go against the doctor's orders, but also I don't know if I trust that doctor. I think maybe Leaf might have better ways to deal with that, or even Artie when we get back. Because I don't feel like stopping you from licking a bunch of stuff anymore. It's not my favorite activity.
I mean, depending on where we end up doing next, I do have a couple of options.
Good.
Well, I look forward to finding out what those options are. She makes a will save this time. She starts to lean over toward the wall and then just no.
I interpose a psionic hand between her and the wall and just lightly move her away from it.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Harry mutters under his breath and he's like, and I am looking forward to not having my face be grabbed anymore.
Are you?
Right.
Why would you
Yes.
speak this into the
Yes.
world?
Really?
Yes? Wait, why would...
Speaking
I-
of
as
which,
I pass
BB
by, I just
immediately
go-
climbs.
As I pass by, I just go, they just want their face grabbed by somebody else. Anyway.
Harry's like, it's too early!
It's
It's
just
over
us,
again,
it's
buddy.
fine.
Gotta stop going out
just-
without sunscreen.
Just who exactly? Carter walks in.
Oh, hi. Well,
He
no,
goes
it's not.
He's beat red and he's like, nothing. Just sip his coffee.
At that exact moment, BB climbs up onto the table and grabs Aries' face and starts looking at you.
No!
Yes.
I have coffee in my hand, I'm assuming at this point. I'm just going to, as I've taken BB, I just go, do you drink coffee? It's a very
They-
human animal. I don't know.
They take a sniff and kind of turn their nose up at it.
Fair enough. Acquired taste.
Okay. Yeah, and with that, Zen has not emerged yet. But as the morning continues for the next few minutes, you actually start becoming aware of a little bit of a commotion going on outside. It sounds like it's coming from near the entrance to the Enclave.
I'm a nosy bitch, so I'm just gonna open the door,
Yeah.
peek out. Scooby-Doo style. Ding, 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 ding. The four of us.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
It looks like a good chunk of the Traken population has gathered around the entrance.
Does it look, can we roll
Oh,
for
great.
this? Does it look like in a bad way or in like a, this is going to be a parade kind of way?
Roll, those who are looking, roll a spot check.
Can somebody pick one of the dice? 1 to 6. Or just tell me the color.
4.
This one?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
4.
This is Gorgug's die.
Can we just
Poor
say that
guy.
I'm distracted, making sure that the coffee doesn't burn before people get seconds?
Okay. Leaf is distracted.
What was it? A spot check?
Yes.
Horrendous.
It wasn't actually that bad, but it was not good enough to get anything useful.
I got an 8.
Are you still trying to calm down from Kai's comments?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I got low.
Brick?
Natural 20.
Hell yeah, okay, thank God. Somebody sees
Brick.
something.
You can pick out several figures that you know very well at this point. Amron's there, kind of in the crowd watching. Paladin Ekin is there, escorting the matriarch. At their center are a few other Trakens,
Oh shit.
led by Shimra.
God damn it.
Oh.
But what you notice is that they all have bags with them.
Are they leaving?
You can investigate to find out.
Bossy.
Well, okay, Brick is the only one that saw this. So you have to either tell us or you can make the call on who you think should go out and check things out.
Sarah's in trouble.
Ari would immediately hear that and be like, what? What are you talking about?
Shim,
Shimra.
I mean, looks like she's leaving. I don't know.
Well,
I
good
leave
riddance,
the
I
coffee
guess.
to burn, and and casually but very quickly walk over to see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I walk out
Okay.
and towards them.
Ari joins.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Anyone else?
Like out, you
Yep.
guys are walking outside.
I do, yeah.
Okay.
And for the
yeah,
record,
I'm gonna go,
as I
yeah.
do every single morning ever, I do have
Pure
inertial
inertial
armor active, as I always do,
Yeah.
because it lasts 18 hours, so why wouldn't I?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the four of us walk out.
All right.
I stay furthest behind though, since I don't want Shimmer to see me.
Fair.
Yeah. Carta follows along because she's curious. As you approach, you hear the matriarch saying, "You brought this upon yourself, Shimra. You and your compatriots have all partaken in what I can only describe as a plot against guests of the Enclave. That is a violation of our laws that have gone back not only centuries but millennia. I have no choice." Shimra says something you don't quite catch, and then the matriarch says, "You are only making this worse, Shimra." And then you arrive.
I'm gonna approach. Is Amryn towards the outside?
Kinda, yes.
Because I mean, whoever's
Wait,
the closest.
Ari didn't come out here, right? Or-
Aries behind us.
I did, but I was
with us.
staying
Okay.
kind of further
Yeah.
behind
Um,
until.
What is it? Give me whoever's the closest that we know. That's not the matriarch, probably. I don't want to get in the way of that.
It'll be either Amryn or Dr. Yue.
Yeah, we're going to Amryn. So
Yeah.
yeah, fuck her. I kind of just come on next to Amryn. Hi, Amryn. What's up? What's up?
Oh,
I'll approach Dr. Yue.
okay.
Sure.
Oh, hey Kai. Well, someone might have caught Shimra discussing how to deal with one of your friends, and not in a nice way. And that's kind of a no-no according to our culture.
Yeah. It
A,
would have been
a big one.
It would have been a big no-no for me too, I say. Very clearly having multiple weapons on me. And a hell of a fucking no-no.
Meanwhile, Dr. Iwe looks up and says, "Oh, hello. It's Leaf, I believe. I don't think we've ever actually met."
Yes, I've heard so much about you.
Ah. Well, hopefully most of it's good, I suppose. What can I help you with? Do you have a medical emergency?
I do not, although I am very curious how you would handle it if I did.
I don't think. Oh shit! I don't think you have to be curious. I think we know exactly how she would handle it.
Well, none of those were emergencies.
That's true. Well. Yeah. Okay.
So what appears? What's happening? This
Well-
seems very unlike what I've come to expect here.
Well, let's just say certain members of the Enclave have made some very un-Enclave choices. I'm mostly here to make sure that if anyone gets hurt, they get treated.
I can see how that would be a deterrent.
Oh my god.
She doesn't seem to pick up on that, and turns back to watch.
I have a question, Grant.
Yes.
When that went down, when Shimmer like first appeared, was that in like public?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought so. All right, cool.
Yes, and you all hear Shimra say something that you don't quite catch because she's kind of in the middle of this crowd. But the matriarch says, "Shimra, you and your compatriots are hereby banished from this enclave and all other free Trakan enclaves for 10 cycles. You may not return until either you have made enough progress on yourselves to be deemed worthy of returning, or until that 10 cycles has elapsed. Go with peace, And know that you will have a place here when you return, but not before then.
Shit.
And with that, a group of dragon warriors, all armed with those Sci-Tech spears that you've seen them carrying around, march forward and escort these 6 dragons to the entrance to the Enclave.
Can I make another spot check? If you want me to, or maybe you can just tell me. To see what kind of weapons Shimra and the other ones have on them, if visible.
I was about to ask the same thing.
Because we're gonna see them later.
You may make a spot check.
Yay. That is a 16 plus 3, 19.
12.
Was Brick making a check as well?
Margaret. 29.
Oh god.
I'm sorry. Wait,
right.
so what was your nat 20 actually?
30.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
plus 10 to sense, motive, and spot. It's all I do.
Yeah. You're right.
Okay, Kai, this is what I will give you. They are equipped for what seems to be a long journey. They seem to have packs of all of their necessary possessions. 1 or 2 of them, including Shimra, seem to have a Sci-Tech weapon of some kind on them.
Okay.
Brick, some of those packs look awfully heavy. And there are a couple that just have hard edges where you suspect they probably shouldn't.
We're gonna rob him, right?
Can't rob
I
them.
wouldn't say that here.
I mean, you're with me and Amryn, I think, right, Brick? Just
That is
kind of
the only reason I said that.
just kind of hit you
Yeah.
on the arm. Shut up.
Amryn turns to you, Brick, and says, I wouldn't if I were you. Shimra is mad as hell, and her friends there are just as mad.
Oh no, mainly I'm just concerned about the fact that y'all are, letting them go, which is very nice and everything. Don't believe in jail sentences that don't help people, rehabilitate and stuff. But also they are 1,000% gonna hunt us down and try to kill us. Guaranteed. We can handle it, but it's gonna happen.
We can take him.
Yeah.
They know that there are consequences if they do. If that is the path they choose to go down, then
Shimra tried to kill Aerie the other day.
No,
I
And
highly
this
doubt
whole
this is
time-
gonna stop her.
yeah. And you just hear Carta mutter, I'd like to see her try.
I go,
This
oh,
whole
me
time-
too.
Or not to.
I haven't gotten in a fight in a while. My arm feels a little better, so come at me, bro.
Ari seems very out of it this entire situation,
That's fair.
and is kind of standing further back now.
Okay. As they reach the gate, Eri, you catch Shimra just cast a glance back, and she manages to find you.
Of course.
Even with the distance and the difference in species, you recognize just this death glare from her. And yes,
Can I ask you how far away she is?
not terribly.
I need a distance. I need an exact distance, please.
Let's say 30 meters
Oh
at
my
this
God.
point.
Oh, damn it! Okay. It's 5 meters too far, Grant.
I'm so sorry. Were you trying to send something?
Yeah, of course it was. You're just gonna be like a don't fuck with us kind of thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know,
So close.
I'm not close enough to die.
Yeah. Ugh.
And Eri, in the back of your mind, you just hear,
This one's going to be trouble. Get yourself ready.
Already worried about that, he says.
Maybe next time you meet, you won't be so resistant to using my abilities.
We'll think about it. We'll talk about it.
and with that, they are escorted from the Enclave, and the gates close. and the crowd begins to disperse.
Ball dog.
He just
And-
emerges
Yeah.
And then Wonder appears, wondering what's going on.
like a push pop version of a dog.
Yeah, I know.
He's acting very needy. I apologize.
No, it's I never apologize for our sweet son Forrest. Anyways, nice doggy. Yeah. Good. Are we all gonna have our pets today? I just have a rat.
Yeah.
Yes, bring Remy.
Hold on.
But before we leave,
Boy.
I'm gonna ask Amryn.
I've got
so
a tiny espresso cup.
amazing! I love it.
That's so appropriate.
Thank you.
It's Lord Remy, yes. He hasn't made an appearance in a while. Oh,
Nice.
wow, we all have our little buddies, huh? This is nice. This is cute. But before we walk away, I'm going to ask Amryn really quick. Your mom mentioned she said like a plot against our guests. Should I be concerned that they did something else while we weren't looking? Should I check like under the beds and shit? Like, I don't know.
All I know is that they didn't get that far.
Okay. Hey, where's our vehicles parked?
Outside.
Okay. Has anyone? We'll just do a thorough sweep of that later.
Sensing that that's where your head is going, Amryn says, "We wouldn't leave your vehicles unguarded."
Thank you. Well, one of them's hers, right?
Well, yes, one of them is Amryn's,
Yeah.
and she also says, and also if they try touching mine, they're in for some really nasty surprises. It does not respond well when it's not me.
How's Michael doing? That's a great question. I need to text Michael. I'll let you know. I'm sure he's doing great. He's in a grad program. He's very busy.
Amryn adds on to your first question. What I understand, they didn't get that far. Paladin Ekin and a few of our warriors suspected something was going on and intercepted them. They spent a not so fun evening talking with my mom.
All right.
Who's that too? Because I heard a Discord flip, but I don't think it was on my end.
No,
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry. Nothing to worry about ever.
Yeah.
So
Sure. Yeah.
Ever again. Sorry, what?
You're dead. No.
yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, if we're kind of if everything's quieting down, I have some questions for Dr. Iwe.
Okay. You do have questions for Dr. Ibe. Go ahead. Ask them.
Like as we walk back, I'm assuming to wherever
In the direction of
headed?
the place. Yeah.
or in the direction of the place ish.
Sure.
So I'm curious. I've seen secondhand the effects of that cream you whipped up. I'm curious, like, what other remedies you have for ailments or more immediately life-threatening issues, preventative things. It's something I take a great deal of personal interest in, so I thought I'd ask.
Well, is there a specific thing you're looking for?
I'm mostly eager to talk shop, but I am curious if you have...
Not all of them have the same effects that they seem to have on your species. I will tell you that much. This one was particularly potent because I wanted to make sure that your crew was able to recover quickly, because I knew your time here was somewhat limited. I could have provided something a little less intense, but it might have taken longer.
Interesting. What do you do if someone has an immediately life-threatening condition?
Oh, we go straight to regeneration serum. We have a small supply.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I know that
and-
stuff well. I used it. I used it well. I'm not there. I'm sorry.
And if regeneration serum is not available, Tracken doctors do have some special training. We can knit together the body. It just takes a decided toll on us to do so.
Yeah, that
Wait.
does.
Have a good class.
Get some breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, eat some food.
Also, I can't. I started cracking up because of the way that Mac just threw the last of the whiskey back. So quick.
Hydrate.
I don't know water. I don't know what to do.
I mean,
It's water, as in drink it like it's water.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Medicinal.
That's what the cowboys thought.
Hey.
That's what Iwe thought the paste
it
was.
cures overdeveloped inhibitions.
Oh my god.
I don't know if it's working out, but I feel better.
Much like the Tracken medicine seems to do. Interesting. What do you do for diseases, things like that?
Well, aside from herbal remedies, which are fairly useful, we've got quite a collection of very strong herbal substances that really do a number against infections of various kinds. Believe it or not, almost as good as any manufactured technology.
This is
I'd
not
love to learn of this.
really quick. This is not Astronomy Arcade endorsing like pseudoscience. Just really quick. Let's all keep in mind this is science fiction.
The crystal
to
I
a
sleep with
doctor.
underneath my pillow doesn't cure cancer?
No.
What?
Now,
But I
that
spent like $35 on it.
No, the cancer is very healthy.
now, that being said, we have about 10,000 years worth of history telling us that this stuff does work, and we have plenty of scientific evidence that it does in this science fiction.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's good.
But-
Backed by science.
You were just really sounding like, let's go out into the woods and just like crush up some mushrooms and then we'll be fine.
I definitely got more of the impression of we've spent millennia genetically engineering these plants to do exactly what we want them to.
That's again also fine.
optimistic
I just
point.
wanted to clarify. Get your vaccines and go to a real doctor.
Yes,
Anything
please,
that
for
we do in this show
God's sake.
is fictional.
I would
Big drugs,
recommend
kid.
that anything that Iwe gives you, you don't try.
It's good medical advice.
Yes. She continues and says, now, if it's something we've never seen before, we will try things that work on similar things, but when all else fails, we try to get whoever it is to an actual medical facility with full scanning equipment that allows them to properly investigate. It does happen on occasion when initiates go out on the trial of the abyss. They go all sorts of places, potentially, and who knows what they bring back.
I don't suppose that you'd be willing to, that it would be possible to share or learn some of your herbal knowledge before we head out.
I may have a spare book or two. I'll also see what Ekken's got.
I would greatly appreciate that. Also, if there's anything that I can do for you, please, by all means, let me know.
Oh, any notes you may or may not have taken on how your comrades fared would be very useful.
Absolutely.
As detailed as you possibly can get them.
How would you like those transferred to you?
We're walking with Amryn, kind of, or not Amryn. We're walking with you guys.
I don't know, are you?
Are you?
I don't know. We're all going back.
I glance over at Kai. Oh, I have copious notes. Yes,
will burn them. I will burn those notes, Kyle. No, Kyle. I was about to call you Kyle.
Freudian slip.
I will burn those notes, Leaf.
Oh yeah, now we're endorsing book burning.
No.
Oh no!
Listen.
Oh no!
Listen. I just.
Oh my god.
I turned to Iwe.
Yes.
Okay. I turn to Iwe and I just go, you need to put a disclaimer on the bottle, maybe on like the wall of your facility for any
Did you
human.
not read the track and fine print?
No,
On-
no, you can't pull that shit. I was in so much
Your
pain.
loved one suffered from mesothelioma.
Yeah. You gotta warn people before you put it on them, because the order of operations for me was, let's slather this bitch with some of this ointment and then tell her the side effects, and that was not chill. It seems like it was the order of operations for them too as well, and Hana, who keeps licking things. It's a problem.
Oh, does she now? Oh,
Yes.
okay. She
I will-
immediately makes a note.
Here, I will share all of the notes that my crewmates are comfortable with having shared, so that we can hopefully avoid similar side effects with yeah.
Okay.
We'll see if there's anything we can do about that.
Now that Kai's done yelling at Iwe.
Wasn't yelling. I just need to get through to her.
It's been let's say the side effects were
Enlightening.
yes, that's a good word for it. Enlightening for all of us, including those who did not actually
Want to be
partake in the
enlightened.
remedy.
Oh.
Oh. She immediately turns to Kai, gets almost a little too close, and says, "How enlightening."
Nope. Nope. I just walk away. Nope.
She turns to Aries.
Distressingly.
Aries actually like kind of sneaking back to the house. Like, nobody will notice.
I loop an
Not for
arm.
this reason.
I loop my
but-
uninjured arm around yours and I say, Aaron, let's go back inside.
Okay, yeah.
She turns to Brick and says, "How enlightening."
He's fine.
What?
She just makes another note and then says, "Well, I whenever you have those notes, I will be glad to read them. I'll be back in my
Okay, legitimate question,
clinic.
Graham, but just
Yes.
from me. What are my options for transferring notes to these people? We have like very little technology in common.
A flash drive.
Do you have a
20,
printer that I
floppy
can plug
disk.
my brain into?
You could do something like that. You could handwrite them. There are plenty of notebooks lying around. You could do any number of things.
Salty has a pen and paper. Don't roll your eyes. You're talking to two writers and an artist and an architect. I don't know if you do a lot of things on pen and paper, Mac, but don't.
You're talking to the person who has literally a collection of notebooks waiting to be used. So
I feel like as the person who takes the most actual physical notes in this campaign, I get
Yeah.
to talk.
Yeah, I agree.
true.
If anyone here gets to roll their eyes about taking notes.
It's the note.
Okay. You arrive back at the house, and Amarin says, "So, she glances at the table where Satsi is still fast asleep.
Oh, this poor
How's the initiate doing? Is Satsi okay?"
girl.
He's been working really hard.
Yeah. I think she's almost done with the puzzle, though. I mean, it looks almost done to me.
Leaf is not lying. Satsi has been working very hard.
She has. Hopefully we can get it done and then we can get on our way and she can, like, sleep on the whole way back. She needs
If
it.
my time in his initiate was anything to go by, she probably will. It's there's a lot of pressure usually to get that puzzle open and find out what's next.
Yeah.
Well, if you need anything, I guess let me know. I'll be hanging around until you guys are ready to go back. I'll tag along, make sure you find your way back, no problem.
I appreciate it because I don't think we can actually get back without your vehicle. So
Yeah.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll let you know. I'm hoping. I mean, seems like we might be done soon by the end of the day. Maybe.
Well, I will. I'll go have a talk with Edmund and see if he's got anything ready for her. Might even see if he can spare a couple of extra things, seeing as you have some malcontents waiting for you out there.
Yeah.
So I'll have a chat with him. Hopefully he doesn't accidentally activate 12 different side blades at once while he's working on them this time. Anyway, I'll be back.
Okay. Don't get stabbed.
Oh, I would like to just pull Amarin aside very briefly, like just outside. I'll just follow them out and just like, hey, actually, do you know where I could get, not like for ritual purposes, obviously, just like for fun, like puzzles and stuff? Yeah.
Oh.
Obviously, I did not help solve the puzzle, but I find your puzzle design fascinating and would love to, if that's a thing that you have as like a toy type fun thing, that would be something I'd be interested in. Just.
Well, we do have a small antiquity shop next to the stimulant cafe. If you want to stop by that, I think they do have some puzzles and things along those lines if you want to check that out.
All right.
Some of them almost as nasty as that one, by the way.
Lovely. I love a good puzzle. And I lean my head back in. All right, guys, I'll be right back. And I dash off to go see if I can pick up some puzzles.
Okay, you don't get stabbed either, please. Thank you.
I'll do my best.
You say that as Zen walks out of the hallways. What's that about people getting stabbed? Do I have to armor up and escort people? What's going on?
It's fine.
The chances of someone getting stabbed might be lower if he comes with me.
The chances of the chances of someone getting stabbed within the walls of the Enclave are still relatively low. The ones of us getting stabbed anytime outside the Enclave ever again are extremely high now. But
well, I figured that was the case regardless. But
that's fair.
Okay.
They've gone up. So Shimmer got kicked out, and she's definitely gonna make it our problem.
Okay, I'll be studying how to fight psionics. Fun times. I need coffee. Is that? Oh God, is the coffee burning?
Oh no, Leaf! He let the coffee burn.
Tragedy.
Okay. And Satsi starts waking up, mostly after Kim starts poking her, and they seem to return to work on the puzzle.
Oh. I'm gonna ask Satsi if she wants any, and Kim if they want anything for breakfast. I can't cook
Satsi,
well, but I can sure put some cereal in a bowl.
Zen from the kitchen, Zen just says, I've got it. And you just see Satsi slowly nod, tired, just utterly exhausted, and then turn to the puzzle and start clicking things into place half-heartedly.
You can do it, I believe in you.
And you notice Kim scribble a note, pass it over, and then scribble another note, pass it over.
I took BB off my shoulder. I'm assuming he's still there. And just wrap him around Satsi's shoulders. Take the strength of BB.
She pats your furry buddy on the head and just keeps going. Leaf. This is quite a puzzle shop. They have a whole shelf dedicated to puzzles. Any puzzle you can think of is there.
This feels appropriate for a puzzle shop.
I think the question is, how much are you willing to spend? Oh God, I need to come up with another character. Ah, welcome to my shop, friend. How might I assist you? A very elaborately dressed Traken comes from the back of the store and greets you.
Well, I'm very interested in puzzles, and it seems I've come to the right place.
You indeed have. Tell me, what complexity are you looking for?
What's the range that we're working with here?
He starts showing you, and I'm going to summarize this because it's just easier. There are some like four-sided Rubik's Cube sort of things, all the way up to, you're pretty sure there's a 30-sided one in there. You have no idea how they designed it, but it's there. They have traditional puzzles. They have hidden, they have puzzle lockboxes. They have all sorts of things.
I am going to look for the thing that looks the least like I would already understand how one could solve it.
Okay.
I'm looking for the most alien-looking puzzle.
This one looks like an Arctic, actually. It's a sculpture of an Arctic, kind of curled up. And initially, you're not 100% sure it's a puzzle, but then you take a closer look and realize that there are very fine lines throughout the sculpture. And it comes apart somehow. You're not sure how.
These for sale.
They are, yes. I would be willing to give it to you for 200 Freeport credits.
Is that expensive?
Yes, quite.
Okay. Kai doesn't understand money, but it's turned into, and that's been a joke the whole time, but the joke has gone so far as to be that Vicky, I don't think, understands money either.
I've just been keeping track of all of the prices of things. I literally have a spreadsheet.
That's good.
Which is open in front of me
Adding
right now.
the fancy puzzle to the spreadsheet.
So fancy puzzle is about 200. What would you recommend for a promising young puzzle solver who something I like and Leaf goes over and picks out something that looks about the same complexity as the kind of trial one. Something of around this complexity, I suppose. Perhaps a little higher. What would you recommend that would be an interesting challenge?
They think for a moment, and then they pull out a puzzle that looks like it's a series of keys built into a box. And by keys, I mean keyboard keys. And they all seem to represent symbols from the Traken alphabet. And they say, this one is semi-programmable and requires that the user answer a riddle. But it must be a riddle that is properly encoded.
Do you think this would be solvable by someone who doesn't know your language?
With proper study, I believe it would be.
Perfect.
This one's a little bit more expensive, 500 Freeport credits. It takes quite a bit more work to build one of these.
How about for both of these?
I'd be willing to give a discount, say 550.
Leaf, thinking also largely about trying to build some goodwill in this community, given the splash that we've just recently made.
Contribute to the local economy.
Is going to contribute to the local economy, even though he's pretty sure he's getting ripped off.
It's fine.
You said 550?
Yes.
Hold on, let me check what Leaf actually has on his person. Leaf has 530 actually on his person right now. And proceeds to like empty his pockets. Because Leaf doesn't know how much is on his person. And like is pulling money out of like, you know, his socks, his like
sounds
which for Leaf, by the
uncomfortable.
way, this is like he's basically wearing like weighted training gear made out of coins.
Why?
Because it's the only way he can carry it, because if it's all in one place, then it would overbalance him and he'd fall over because he's really weak.
Do they not? I'm sorry. I know that we're
I
talking
put way
about.
too much thought into how Leaf carries the money.
I know that we're talking about credits, but this is also a futuristic society. Have we not elevated to like, here's your credit card, all the credits are on you?
I mean, they might have that, but we've mostly picked stuff up in
That's
the form
fair.
of random loose
This
coins,
is on-
and we've never gone to a money changer.
This is also a place that has very much struck you as the frontier.
Okay.
This is not high society civilization.
High society. Credit card technology hasn't gotten to them yet. It's only been, checks watch, 400 years.
Do you have anything you would like to barter?
I'm literally looking for that right now.
Wait, how much is it?
He wanted 550. I have 530 on my person.
Okay, wait, I have a question. I know I'm not there, but wasn't the other puzzle like 200?
But that's one that Leaf would be able to solve and is confident that Kim could not. And he's looking for a puzzle for Kim.
Okay.
Ooh, what do I actually have with me? Ooh. You know what Leaf does have, though? Is digital copies of his books on Earth puzzles. How about 530 and a selection from my personal library of puzzle books?
The Tracken seems amenable to that. They provide an interface that would allow you to translate that to their computer.
And yeah, and I transfer over a small selection of books that I think would be interesting based on what I see on their walls.
Okay. You make the transfer, and you are now the proud owner of 2 special puzzles.
Very exciting.
And then I thank them profusely and rush back.
All right. Back at the house, I'm assuming everyone's just kind of chilling unless you're doing other things.
Yeah.
Ari actually excused himself and has gone to his room.
Okay.
Brick is following.
All right.
You don't have to follow me, buddy. It's fine. Go eat breakfast.
Nope.
Okay.
What is it now?
I don't want to talk to you. No.
Would you prefer to talk to the attractive Bearden instead?
Not you two, goddamn! I can't escape this. Oh god.
Yes, welcome to
Ready?
chat. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Olive Oker? Remy. I just wanted
Yes.
to shout them out real quick. Pop it
Welcome,
in.
welcome.
What's going on, buddy?
Ari just like sits on the edge of his bed, like very obviously stressed, and it's just like, well, I mean, you saw what happened. I thought that couldn't get any worse, and it has. Like, now you guys are all in danger because of me. And I don't know. And I just know that made it worse, and I don't know what to do.
Harry. I honestly feel like the least of our worries is someone that hate you for being you.
Well,
And more so, like, the other really scary thing that's out there that, we're all making the decision to deal with and fight together because we all care about the person that's involved with it. Same situation.
I know, but we don't need two people after us. Like,
But Shimra,
okay.
you shouldn't be either.
I mean, I don't care if she comes after just me. I just don't want her to, like, I don't want this to affect the team.
We're, buddy, we're choosing it to have it affect us.
Well, maybe you, but I don't know. It's not their thing to worry about.
You are the thing to worry about.
Thanks, Brick. I think I need a minute to just relax, I guess.
Okay.
But I appreciate you.
I'm all out of sandwiches.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
That's totally fine.
I
I
gave
have
the
my
last-
coffee still. I didn't get to finish, so
I
I'll
gave
just
the
sip
last
that.
one to Kai.
That's fine. I hope she liked it.
I don't really know. It's a little smushed.
I think I liked it. I'm not there. I'm not there.
I don't know if it was your first
It was my first crustable.
your first crustable.
Yeah, not
Uncrustable, excuse you?
no. I think it's crustable.
In this universe, I think they're crustable.
It's all
Are they
crust.
crustables?
Yeah.
No, they were, right?
They-
I remember.
Well, yeah, and then
They're
Leaf,
all
like, or
crust.
not Leaf. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot her
Stella.
name. Stella used to like actually, yeah, she made him basically uncrustable. I don't remember
It's
what
like
we came
No,
up with.
it is
Yeah.
actually, it's an uncrustable
Yeah.
made by taking uncrusted bread,
Right.
manually putting a crust on it, and then cutting the crust back off.
my god.
Yeah.
Peel it
That
like
is
an orange.
the
you
lore
know?
of. Huh?
You said peel it like an orange, and I can't
Yeah.
handle that mental image.
Anyway.
Ooh, okay. Is there any more to that conversation between
I don't
Ari
know.
and Brick?
Aries done. He's just kind of sitting, thinking. So it's up to you if you stay or not. But he's gonna stay in there for a little longer. Okay, cool. This is happening. That's what Aries said. Oh,
Everybody. Okay.
okay. He gets kind of teary-eyed. And he's like, nope. We're not gonna cry.
It's okay to cry.
Thank you, Brick.
And at that moment, in the main room, Kai, you and Zen become very aware of all of a sudden clapping at the table. And Satsi seems to be just kind of bouncing for joy in her chair, and Kim is clapping for her, and she holds up the puzzle.
I gasped
And it's
and I grabbed.
complete.
Satsu's small enough, right?
I mean, Drakens are a little bit smaller than you guys.
I don't
Satsi's
care.
relatively petite, but yes.
Excellent. I grab Satsu like from under the arms and spin her around. I go, "You did it!"
As you do, you hear something release from the puzzle.
And I put her back
go
down and I say, "There's
clattering
something
across
else
the floor.
happening."
And it clatters across the floor, and stops at Hana's feet, and she kind of just looks at it, bends over, reaches out, and
Don't lick it, Hana. Don't lick it. Please, God. Hana, can I try to grab it? Can I do a grapple check on Hana and just try to tackle?
No, Hana does not lick it. She, with great effort, seems to restrain herself,
From licking.
stands up and gently hands it back to Satsi.
Okay.
And immediately goes and licks the side of the coffee cup that she was using.
You gotta stop taking that stuff.
I know. I am so done with it. Anyway, when you take a closer look, and I don't know When you take a closer look, you notice Satsi is slowly unwrapping what appears to be a piece of paper-like material from around some sort of small cube. And on the cube, it's kind of hard to tell, but you're pretty sure you
Another
see...
puzzle.
No, God.
Dang. No.
No more puzzles.
It depends if you look closely enough.
Well, I imagine.
It seems to be etched.
Okay. I imagine Kai, Kim, and Zen are all just hanging over Satsi as she opens this.
Yep, and she just looks at it, and you hear her sigh, and she just slowly hands it around, and it's a small metal cube with what appears to be track and script on it. As none of you really read track and script, you're not entirely sure what it says.
Can
But
I just make a wild roll to see if I get a nat 20 and can understand it? Just
Sure.
for funsies. No, it wasn't. Okay, continue.
and Satsi finishes unfolding the piece of paper, and there's a lot less track and scroll here. And she takes her pencil that she's been using, her pen that she's been using, and just jots a note on the side of it that says, "These are coordinates, planetary coordinates." And they're somewhere in this hemisphere.
Okay. What about the box?
She sighs
Oh no.
and goes and grabs her notebook and scribbles out, "I think it's supposed to make sense after the trial of light. At the moment, it seems to be random words to me."
But the
It's
so
all-
this is
yeah,
telling us where to go, and then it's gonna be like, now everything makes sense. Okay. More puzzles.
She slowly
Bring
nods.
this to the trial with you.
Yeah, she slowly nods, looking as if she's resigning herself to more ritual bullshit.
Satsi, remind me again, how many more of these trials do we have to do before you can speak?
She just scribbles out, "Once the trial of light is done, trial of the abyss."
Any more? That's it?
Spells out.
Yes, she spells that out.
The Abyss one sounds really exciting. I imagine if there are any puzzles for that one, I will be throwing them down said Abyss.
I'm just really loving the idea that Satsi is spelling out an onomatopoeia in common, like in our common language, for a sound that she would make if she could speak.
Yeah.
She makes those sounds. She just writes it out for emphasis.
Yeah. It's like the different ways that people like onomatopoeia eyes animal noises. Do you know that in at least for my lovely Cuban abuela, chickens were kikiriki. Or parrots?
Aw.
Kikiriki.
That's cute.
It's fun.
It is.
I don't know how widespread that is.
So with that, I'm sure Leaf has reappeared at this during this process, and I'm sure Brick and Airy are still doing their thing. Satsi makes a note and says, "I should probably go speak to the Psytech paladin here. I'll be back."
Okay. Do you need someone to go with you?
She shrugs. It seems to be optional.
I'll go with.
You're not back yet, are you?
I thought you said I just got back.
Oh, is that
I
what
think Leaf just got back.
I missed that. Okay.
And you actually just get back to find Kim has picked up the pieces of the puzzle and reassembled them. And is currently scrambling the hell out of the puzzle again.
Oh, cute.
That's fun.
Ari would come out of his room by now, I guess.
Yes.
And then just like see everybody gathered and be like, "What's going on over here?"
She did it.
Oh my god,
Leaf
I missed it! Oh,
Leaf starts a
that's
timer
great.
in his head
It's okay. There's another goddamn puzzle, so you didn't miss much.
Oh.
because
Okay.
he wants to see how long it'll take him to solve it.
Yep. And
That's
Carta leans Carta leans into you, Ari, and says, "And also the human girl who doesn't talk seems to be a masochist of some kind.
Oh, what?
Because she's re-puzzling the puzzle.
Oh, I mean, well, I guess if she's having fun. He's.
It doesn't sound
Okay.
fun to me.
I don't know if she likes it. I don't find puzzles fun, but I don't know. He just trails off.
The puzzles. I kind of high five to puzzles suck club over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to go with Satsi?
I'll let her
To where?
hang out with
Moral
me.
support.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. While they head over there, what are the rest of you up to? Zen immediately suggests, well, we're probably heading out soon. We should probably get packing.
Because we all have so much to pack.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
We have like a bag each. Yeah, I guess. I go in my room, I throw a few things in, and I go, alright, I'm ready to go.
Or he
Okay.
just puts Buddy around his neck again.
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
take
ready.
Baby back on. We're good. the wearing our pets
Yeah.
like necklaces club. Let's go.
We also high five again. Clap.
Is Brick doing anything specific? Getting his noodle chair ready to go?
Oh, I forgot this entire time we're not on the ship. I guess I dragged that all the way over here.
Strap it on his back.
Yeah,
It's
fine.
not like it's
There's-
heavy. It's pool noodles.
yeah, that's fair.
It just flies on top of the truck. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, I like that visual.
Like a mattress.
Yeah,
It's a kite.
yeah.
Amazing.
I think we lost something.
And then 1,000 years later, someone comes across petrified pool noodles. Anyway. Okay. Leaf, you arrive back at Paladin Edmund's shop, who looks up from yet another piece of sci-tech he's working on, says, "Yes, young ones, how might I help you today?"
I love this guy. I forgot about him.
I
And then
just
it-
gesture to Satsi.
And immediately when he notices Satsi, he says, "Ah, yes. Right. An initiate. I heard about you. Step forward." And she does. And Paladin Edmund says, "Now tell me, what is your favored Psyblade?" And Satsi summons her spear that she has been summoning since the moment you guys met her. And it just materializes there in front of you. Paladin Edmund takes it in, then starts rummaging through the shop and finds a couple of things and hands her this compact tube that has a single button on it. She presses it, it extends, and she focuses for a moment, and immediately twin ends ignite. One into a broad spear blade and the other to a spike at the bottom end. And Satsi looks suitably impressed, presses the button again, and it just collapses back in on itself. And Edmund looks around again and says, "I do have one more thing. By special request of the matriarch." And he pulls out what appears to be it almost looks like a bracer. It's kind of skeletal in a way. It seems to follow Satsi's four-fingered hand and attach to her fingertips and around her arm. He helps her put it on, and she channels some power into it, and all of a sudden, several parts of it pop out, and it creates a large, round shield. And Satsi looks even more excited about that.
It's cool as hell.
Ooh.
These will see you through the trials that you face in the future, Initiate. When we next meet, you will be warrior. Safe travels. And with that, Satsi nods, then runs back and gives him a quick hug, and then leaves.
Noise.
I bow and then walk out.
And you hear Edmund go back to whatever he was working on a minute ago.
And
All right.
once I'm certain we're out of earshot, and then a little bit further than that because I'm not that certain. Okay. Well, you've got to show me that again. That was so cool.
Satsi is going back and forth showing Leaf how this works up until the moment that she walks in with you guys, and you just see her playing around with these new sci-tech gadgets that she's gotten, and they're quite something. And when you get a closer look at them, they are ornately engraved with track and script. The spear housing that contains it is intricately engraved. They look old and like they've seen a lot of action over the years, but they also look solid.
We're just picking up weapons around here. Oh, I want some. I'm just kidding. I know you're special, but.
And you see Satsi just reach behind her back and stick it to a sash she wears, and you notice inexplicably it just stays there. You're not sure how.
Magic.
I would like to see if I can figure out how that works.
Of course you would.
Of course I would.
Leaf cannot not know anything.
I didn't get to push the button on it. And it's Satsi's toy, so I'm not gonna ask.
That's
but
fine.
I want to see if I can at least understand how this one thing works.
Make a knowledge technology check. And while Leaf is doing that, is there anything else the party would like to do before they head out?
I don't think so. I think we're ready to go. Ready to rock and roll. I call Recon that I called Amryn when she solved the puzzle. It's like, hey, I think we're leaving soon, if that works for you.
Okay. All right, what is your result, Leaf?
19.
It might have something to do with the residual charge of psionic energy that allows it to adhere to something. You're not 100% sure.
It's a magnet.
Magnet.
A magic magnet. Magnets are magic anyway. Let's be real.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Speaking as an electrical engineer, magnets are absolutely magic.
We don't understand them. They're just magic. They just happen.
They just do it. They just go.
I mean, look
Exactly.
at this. This is a
And then
magnet.
the other way they go wow wow wow. They don't touch.
Yeah.
It's cool.
How does that go?
Wow wow wow.
That's the new sound effect.
Yeah.
Okay. All of you head to the entrance to the Tracken Enclave, and Amryn and the Matriarch are waiting for you, as is Paladin Ekin, and they both Ekin and the Matriarch bid you all a warm farewell, and Imwen specifically says, if you are ever on this world again, you are more than welcome at our enclave. Please visit. You are an extension of the family that is all Trackens.
Oh, thanks.
Speaking of this planet, I say, once we're all loaded up and leaving, I lean out the window. Speaking of this planet, you might want to look out for rabbits.
Oh my God, Leaf. I yank him back into the car. Nope.
And somewhere behind you that you cannot see, Ekin and Imwen turn to each other and say, what are rabbits? Okay, so you start your journey back. It is another long journey, thankfully uneventful. And you weren't wrong the entire time on the hover skiff. Kai, you're pretty sure Satsi is more or less sleeping.
Good.
And yes, more or less sleeping. She actually ends up falling asleep, kind of leaned up against Kim, who seems a little confused but kind of okay with it. And she's just still sketching, even as the breeze is just kind of picking up and messing with her notebook. That being said, when you do return,
I put on this music because you can't do anything bad when this kind of shit's
Yeah.
playing. Let's go.
And then
Road trip
return.
montage.
Rocks fall everyone down.
When we get back, the whole ship's on fire now.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god, please no.
When you return, you find that the settlement is bustling with more life than you remember seeing since you arrived. It looks like as you pass the area that was used by the slavers is in the process of being cleaned up. There seems to be some serious construction going on. You're not sure what they're doing, but they're turning it into something else. You also notice that there are a lot of people who seem to be a little new, whose clothes are maybe a little bit tattered and beaten up. You're pretty sure they are ex-slaves, and it looks like the settlement has kind of just taken them in and started integrating them into their population. Yes.
Really important question.
Yes.
Is the former magistrate's office still standing?
It is.
I
It
would
is
like
still
to go
standing.
reclaim my property before that changes.
Okay, you walk up and as you're about to cross the yellow marshals do not enter tape line, you hear a squeaking little voice behind you say, Leaf, what are you doing? And you turn around to see Marshal Tiemann, who is kind of looking at you quizzically and seems to have run over from the marshal's office. Is this about that message that your AI sent to us?
Yes.
Okay, would you care to show me what you're doing? Because I'd at least like to know.
Sure, by all means. Right this way. And I duck under the line.
Okay, you end up in...
I duck under the line and walk right in.
Okay, you find yourself in the security office where you left the stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm assuming the door is closed to the security office as we get there?
Yes.
Yeah, and Leaf just wipes his hand over the sensor, and the door just opens, and he walks in without a second beat.
This is very concerning. Okay, what would destroy this place?
Well, and I just reach over to where the computer is, and you just see silvery sludge just ooze out through the vents and work its way back up Leaf's arm.
Tiemann looks rightfully horrified and says, "That's not what I think it is it?"
Well, that depends on what you think it is, but probably not exactly.
Semi-sentient nanogel that consumes all life and materials it touches.
Are any of us with you? Did you go by yourself?
I think I probably went alone for this.
Okay. That's fair. Because I have a lot of things to say, but I'll reserve
Knowing
them
what
for
I was
later.
going to retrieve, I'm pretty sure I would not have brought Kai.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. I want that gone.
Well, it's not that at the moment.
Keep it that way. And we'll
That's
be
why
fine.
I'm here.
All right, and you have recovered your multi-tool.
And I also update its instructions so it does not try to complete its task.
Okay. Thank you for remembering. Kai, you and the rest of the party, after bidding farewell to Amryn, who parks in her shop, you arrive back at the ship, and you actually find Marshal Demora waiting for you, along with a cart full of stuff. And she glances at you and says, "Well, you kind of left a little early. I wasn't able to gather your payment, so to speak, for all the things you've done."
Oh, yeah, I guess we do get paid. Leaf usually handles that kind of stuff.
Well, I don't see him here, so I'm going to the ranking officer, which is you. She reaches into the cart and pulls out a large chest that jingles a lot, and puts it on the ground and says, "That's a good 20,000 Freeport credits. That's
I think that's a lot. I say under my breath.
We're all just like, what?
that the marshal's office decided to pay for your services. We also have a few items we managed to recover that we wanted to offer to you."
Oh.
I am making notes of this, even though Leaf's not there.
Thank you, God.
Okay.
Thank you.
Smart. Yeah.
Just thought I'd say that out loud.
I should be making notes too. I have sticky notes here. I got a pen.
Since I have a spreadsheet.
The first thing I would like to offer you is this contract, which you may choose to fulfill or not. It is up to you. We would like to offer you the opportunity to finish the job. If you can find the magistrate, bring him in.
Happily, I take it. Happily. Oh, you just said the magic words. I want to fuck up that dude. Yeah.
The Marshall's Alliance of Civilized Systems would be more than willing to pay the ransom. Or, no, not the ransom.
Oh, yeah, payment would be cool too. Yeah.
Would be more than willing to pay the bounty on the magistrate.
Hell yeah.
It's currently standing at 500,000 Freeport credits.
Wait, what? And I turned to Carta. Is that normal? Is that a normal? Is that what you get? Is that the kind of shit that you make?
I tend to stay away from high-profile bounties like that.
Oh, come on, it'll be fun.
I think we should all become bounty hunters.
Unless I'm working with
I'm thinking
a
about
team.
it.
She glances at Demora and then glances at you and says, "Be careful. Every 100,000 they offer usually means the risk of you dying increases by twofold."
Oh, we're pretty used to that.
Okay.
But thank you for the warning. We can buy more pool noodles with that kind of money.
Oh my god.
A chair for each of us and more.
Yes.
That being said, she also produces a set of oh god, how many people are on your crew? Well, how many
There's a
people
lot
participate?
now.
Yeah.
She produces.
Do you
a set
actually
of-
need a number for that? Because I can get it for you pretty quick.
We have the three
No.
newbies. We have the four of us. We have Zen, Satsi, Cordum, Artie, if you count my sweet boy. Todd? Question mark? It's like half a person. Is that it? Oh, Thaddeus.
Yes.
We also
Thaddeus
have
makes the other
Thaddeus.
half of a person.
And
No, I'm
well,
kidding. I
and-
love him.
And technically, we do have Eris in cold storage on our ship.
Yes, and we have a prisoner right now. But
We
he
also
doesn't
have
get things.
Bessie, who is doing something with a lot of repair droids.
It's true. 15? Question mark?
What Marsha Domora does is she also produces a set of 6 badges
That makes more sense.
and hands them out to those of you who are present. This includes
Sorry, 16.
so Kai, Eri, Brick, and when he gets here, Leaf, as well as Satsi and Zen. All of you get badges that Demora explains are provisional deputy badges. If you need to introduce yourselves to other marshals, simply present this. They contain authentication codes that the marshals will trust.
Cool. Y'all work on different planets and stuff too, or is it mainly here?
At least one marshal per civilized planet.
Oh, this is like a United Planet kind of vibe. Okay.
And isn't it incredible that this is the first time we've encountered the marshals?
Isn't it? It is, right?
Have you been to any other civilized planets?
You know,
We
when
went
you
to
put
one
it
that was. And then it wasn't.
None of them were by the time we got there.
Yeah.
Well, then you probably haven't encountered us before.
I mean, typically the intent is to avoid. That's the whole, like, point of the... Anyway.
Well, let me put it this way. You have earned an ally in the Marshals Alliance. Should you need us, transmit a distress call. We will attempt to assist.
Cool, thanks.
And with that, Marshal Demora does say, I also do have, apparently there is some light armor that one of the bounty hunters did not need. She pulls it out. I know it looks like a poncho, but it's lined with something.
Who wants a I go, who wants a poncho? Who wants to be protected from the rain? And I turn to her. I know I'm just joking. Like, I trust you. I'm sure it's great.
Wait, what? What is this?
Do you want the poncho?
What is it? Armor?
It's a poncho
The
of armor,
bulletproof
yes.
poncho.
Actually,
Oh,
yeah. Ari,
What?
You
what?
want- you want
I
a
don't wanna
poncho?
As
wear
the
a
person
poncho
who seems
forever.
to get shot at all the time
Yeah.
and doesn't have protection.
oh, are you talking about me? No.
No,
Ari.
Aerie should have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
can
have-
patch you up just fine.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
And you have armor if you would just use it.
And plot armor. I don't say that.
Turns to look into the camera
mean-
and plot armor.
For enough fate points, you all have plot armor.
Yeah, it's true.
Cool.
We
I'll
just
take
have to
it
suffer
for now, I
later.
guess.
Okay. Demora hands you the bulletproof poncho. It gives you a +2 armor class bonus.
It's a cool looking poncho, I think.
It's a cool poncho.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I think.
And she explains it does have a camouflage feature.
Ooh.
It's essentially a fancy color changing feature. Just press this button until you find the one you want.
Cool. Thank you. He puts it on right now.
And that being said, Demora says, that is all I have for you. If you need anything else from the marshals while you're on world, please let us know. We have received some reinforcement and assistance from another marshal crew to mop up the slaver incident.
Cool.
And with that, she leaves, presumably for the marshal's office.
Thanks, bye. See you later.
And do you board your ship?
Yeah.
Do you visit Miko and try terrifying them again?
No, I'm not ever gonna talk to Miko ever again unless they want to talk to me. I put my hand out, get stabbed by the ship, you know, the usual shit.
As soon as you enter, once again, from behind a barricade of cleaning supplies, you hear, "Stand and deliver!"
Thaddeus, what happened? It better
Why?
if you tell me. I walk over to him and I knock over the stuff that he has barricaded the door with, and I go, if you tell me someone else has been kidnapped, please don't tell me someone else has been kidnapped.
Speaking of kidnapping, I'd like to check on our prisoner.
Yeah, I forgot about him, huh?
Okay. Thaddeus
actually-
just says, I was never told not to stop guarding the ship, so I just kept guarding the ship. I haven't slept in days.
Thaddeus, are you 100% positive that you don't want to go back to the Endurance? Are you sure?
The cleaning of the ship is my responsibility. I will not abandon Dawnbreaker.
It doesn't have to be. It really
We're
doesn't
happy to have you, obviously.
You're not there.
I'm not there, but I want to be, damn it.
Please go sleep. We're back.
Okay.
Okay.
He
I
slowly
like
walks over to
Thaddeus.
Brick and just slowly hands Brick back his gun.
Thank you.
Not a scratch on it, I promise. I even gave it a good clean.
Oh, wow, it's sparkly.
And he just slumps off. Meanwhile, you hear, is that the captain? And immediately Hez pops his head out from around the staircase.
Are you about to tell me that somebody got kidnapped? Oh, we have a prisoner. Is he alive?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Yes.
good.
Your robot has not attempted to dissect him yet.
Good.
There seems to be a possession problem in the armory.
A what kind of problem?
I was running inventory, and one of the guns, I believe it's a plasma pistol, started speaking to me, and it was asking...
Excuse you, Grant, that is not in the armory.
Is it not?
Not according to my character sheet. No, Weave keeps that in his room.
It's been
Somehow
talking.
it made
in
its
your
way to the artery. Made its way to the armory. And
Okay.
all I know
Stanley's in the
is
armory?
that it keeps saying it needs to speak to someone named Brick in the lady's name, and it's not saying anything else and answering my questions.
Brick in the lady's name?
In the lady's name.
In the lady's... I turn to Brick and I go, oh, is that your new friend?
What?
I think, I think maybe we wait until Leaf gets back. And then apparently you need to have a conversation with a sentient gun.
What?
The gun is asking to talk to Brick in the lady's name. You got a little somebody in there, huh? I think she wants to talk and has decided to do it through the awful thing that Leaf animated. You guys weren't here for that, huh? Satsu was. It was.
Sassy shivers.
Zen was too, I think. It was bad.
Yes.
Yeah. It's awful. So we're gonna wait until Leaf gets back because I'm terrified of it personally.
Leaf gets back at some point.
Leaf, your gun.
I'm
Giving us
Stanley.
problems.
Yeah. Leaf only has one gun. This is not ambiguous.
Yeah. I think Hez is around. Hez, would you like to explain?
Hez explains.
Okay.
The lady. You guys,
Yeah,
and I push break forward. You guys deal with it. I'm gonna go,
Yeah.
check in with Bessie, probably.
Rick, you want to meet Stanley? I can't believe I haven't introduced you yet.
That's okay, probably.
It's a trip to the armory.
Okay.
Ari, you can go too if you want to be like a cosmically horrified. It's fun.
I'm already cosmically horrified.
Yeah,
I
then
don't
you'll be
think I
fine.
Wait, no, but I don't want more.
Carta, you should go too. It's wild. It's a wild ride.
Actually, Carta, you might get a kick out of this.
Okay.
Kim, you should definitely not. For your own sanity. I'm just gonna suggest no.
Kim's already absorbed in her second round of the puzzle and it just nods and sits down in the galley.
Ari looks over at Carter and is like, Are you going? I guess we're going.
For curiosity's sake, at the very least.
Okay.
Okay. You walk into the armory and immediately you hear, "Where is Brick? I require."
Hi, Stanley. I brought Brick.
Oh, you. Okay. Well, this is complicated now.
What?
You don't say.
In the lady's name, Brick, I require that you carry me.
Why?
Because bad things will happen if you don't. You do not want to mess with the lady.
Who's the lady?
She has a more dramatic name. I think it's the Lady of the Flames, something along those lines. You should really pick me up and keep me along.
Fancy.
Okay.
Do I still have a psychic connection to this thing?
You used to. Oddly enough, it seems to have been severed.
Oh. I don't like that.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well,
Are you gonna bite me?
No, the worst I will do is if you misfire, I may barf all over you. Please don't make me do that. It is very unpleasant.
I feel like that's like your own personal choice to make that happen. I don't see what I have anything to do about it.
You pull the trigger and it happens. I don't have any control over it.
well, see, the thing is, Brick, there's actually a person in a different universe controlling you, and they roll a die, and then if you don't do good enough on the die, then it goes bad.
That's a good one, Vicky. Funny.
Who's Vicky?
What?
Yes, Brick. Who are you talking about?
I like the idea that only Brick can hear the five of us in real life. Every once in a while, every fourth wall break, he. No one else.
This is why Brick is always. This is why Brick's instats so low. Is because he's constantly distracted by being aware of the outer real world.
Oh my
That's the
god.
first voice he had in his head. Okay.
That's why I'm so
I
used
have.
to dealing.
Okay, so just if you don't mind, I have a question. Just if you don't mind satisfying my curiosity. So Stanley, can I still call you that?
I suppose it is the name I was given.
Yeah. So do you actually at this point are you an independent entity, or are you like directly in some way an agent, avatar of this Lady of the Flame? And
I exist by the whims of the Lady of Flame. I can easily just as easily not exist if she doesn't like what I'm doing, which is why please, Brick, carry me around.
I don't see a reason not to, Brick. I turn back to Stanley.
I see so many reasons not to. God, I'm not there though.
Yeah.
But if you terrify Kai, I will silence you.
As in,
I
if you
do not-
share me.
I will try very hard not to. I have no control over who gets terrified by me.
Fair. Your
I
best
just
is
want
all
to
I
exist.
ask. Don't we all?
So, Brick, do you take possession of Stanley the talking plasma pistol?
Reluctantly.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Okay.
Welcome to the
Okay.
crew, Stanley. Remind me
Well.
never to use that spell again.
Well, I will, of course, be your, I guess, traveling companion now, Brick. I'll let you know if I hear anything from, her ladyship. Right now, she just wanted me to deliver a message saying, see you soon, and, keep the talking abomination with you.
Was that
Now that's kind of. I feel bad for
That's
him that he
not
has
all
to
my
talk about himself that way.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
It's not wrong.
yeah.
Nobody wants to call themselves an abomination, you know?
You're not an abomination, Stanley. A little bit odd, perhaps, but aren't we all? Why do I keep saying things like that? I guess it's true. I'm gonna go check on our prisoner. Would you like to come, Brick? Stanley, I suppose?
Sure.
Carta, what did I tell you? Totally worth it, right? And then I
It's
walk out of the
certainly
room.
Certainly strange. Okay, you walk into the med bay. Kai, were you checking in on this too, or?
I went to specifically go talk to Artie. Like, I would have knocked and asked Artie to come out because I want to talk to him, but I'm waiting for the rest of them to deal with the prisoner because I'm not gonna walk into a room by myself with this guy. So,
Okay.
my sweet son.
Hi, Kypris. It's so good to see you. How might I be of assistance? I'm detecting trace elements of a strange compound in your bloodstream. May I take a closer look?
Oh my god, yeah, actually, and I pull it out of my bag and I say, don't use all of it, because, like, I don't want to say it'll be helpful in the future, because I don't want anybody slapping this shit on me again. However, there's a few people on this team that need to suffer. I love everybody, but just in case. And I say, so don't use it all, but definitely ask me before you use it on somebody.
Ooh, I get to perform live experimentation? Yes. Who can I start with?
No, I'm not saying you put it on anybody now. I'm saying go and test it and keep it in a box. And then if anybody gets gravely injured, you can slap some of that shit on it and we can have a fun little party. Depending on who gets gravely injured, you're never, ever, ever going to put it on me. Okay? We're going to make that clear. Don't do it. I don't care if I
Taking
am
directive.
dying. Thank you. Yes, Brick. Do they? Wait, if y'all
We're
want
not
to walk
there.
up on this, go ahead.
Wait,
We're
are
not
we?
there.
No,
we're
you're not there yet.
Oh, never mind. Hand rescinded.
I turned my comms off for this. Honestly, and also, Brick and Airy have also suffered plenty for this. Don't slap it on Leaf unless you give him a warning. Don't slap it on anyone unless you give them a warning, but, like... Oh, and God, don't ever give it to Hana.
Okay.
It's very much a, if someone's...
Ooh.
It's
Thaddeus, this is suffering from extreme exhaustion. After I analyze this, can I use it on Thaddeus? Can I use it on Thaddeus? Can I use it on Thaddeus, please?
sure.
Oh no.
You need to
Oh
tell
my
him.
God.
You need to just let him know that there are some side effects. And
Thaddeus spends a lot of time around cleaning supplies.
oh, you know what? Maybe not. Actually, you know what? Here's the thing, Artie. This is the kind of stuff. Actually, don't give it to anybody. Don't give it ever to anybody unless you are very carefully monitoring them, or if we're all around and monitoring them, because it does make people drink random things. And if anyone drinks bleach on this ship, we're gonna have a problem. So.
I believe most of your cleaning chemicals are supposedly not safe
No.
for consumption, but survivable.
No. We're not gonna
My
test
records
them.
indicate the chemical bleach has not been used in about 500 years on the human starships.
I don't care what's used. I don't want anybody. There's also like starship fuel on this goddamn thing. Like, I don't want anybody licking open wires. Like, there's a lot of things that could happen. Okay, don't give it to anybody unless we can watch them. Okay, and you also have to tell them. You know what? And I say, put out your hand. Give me a little. You got a little like test tube kind of appendage, I'm sure. My sweet son. Yes, excellent. And I go, "Dink," and I put the smallest amount, the littlest bit, and I say, you can analyze that. And I put the rest in my bag, and I say, and if you need it, you can ask me for it.
Very well. I can assist.
And Artie immediately rushes back into the med bay.
Wait,
and you hear
no.
the sound of the scanner start up.
I need to. I open the door. I also need to know if how is the med bay set up? Is it just one single room? Is it multiple rooms with like kind of dividers going on? Like, how do we?
It's kind of a single room that Artie has divided off for just in case you have different patients.
Gotcha.
But it is a single space.
So if I
Which
open
may
the
be
door,
slightly horrifying for your prisoner if Artie is doing autopsies on other things.
Yeah. Artie, I need to talk to you.
Yes?
I just kind of pull him outside.
Okay, I have movement capability. Very well.
I'm assuming y'all have walked up at this point.
Oh, hey, Artie.
Leave, Aries.
I have notes for you.
Ooh, can I have the notes? Please transmit the notes.
They're regarding
I
that
tra-
substance.
I transmit the notes regarding the substance, as well as all of the notes that I got from why can't I remember her name? Track and doctor lady.
Ooh, fascinating. This Dr. Eway seems to be an incredible scientist.
As well as I hand over some of, but not all of, the botanical samples.
Hello.
Ooh, I already recognize some of these samples. Some of them are exceptionally deadly.
Okay.
Good to know. I'll be
Aw,
curious to
puppy.
see what you can synthesize from them. Also, and I send Artie some notes on things that I would like Artie to research, including a hangover cure, because we seem like we might need that.
In general, yeah. I'd love that.
I will begin research in order of the objects received.
Appreciate it.
How's our prisoner? I heard he's still alive.
Yes, they are alive and they have 90% of their appendages.
What did you remove?
I did not remove anything. They were pre-existing removals.
Okay, that's fine. And I
I'm
turned
concerned about how many appendages they have to have had to start with to have exactly 90% of them remaining.
like a finger and a half. Feels
I
like.
could go into excruciating detail about Jannar anatomy if you would prefer.
No, darling, that's
Just
fine.
send
thank
me
you.
the summary, please.
Sending.
It's transmitted immediately to you.
Speaking of
I
the
start
prisoner.
perusing it as we go into check.
Speaking of the
Okay.
prisoner. No.
What? No? Well, yes, Kai?
I don't want to talk to him before we. Assuming he's awake. Now, he was unconscious before. How are we dealing with this now, or are we gonna wait till after the trial and everything?
We don't have to deal with him. We just need him to stay alive until the bounty can be collected. I just want to go check and make sure he's still, like, intact and not completely blubbering.
I was hoping to do about the same thing. That medical robot seems to be a little intense.
Okay, fair. Y'all can.
I'm just curious what mental shape he's in, because I'm not sure I trust Artie's analysis on that.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I mean,
I've been practicing therapy routines 4, 7, 8, 9, 97, 122, and 12 on them.
I look at Leaf. Are any of those?
Do you which
Good.
okay. Let's go check on them.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, that's okay.
You walk in to find the prisoner just staring at the ceiling.
Anybody
We've been
home?
doing that for approximately 2.5 days. It has been an excellent experiment.
Artie.
What's their physical condition?
Artie,
We already
Their
knew.
physical condition appears to be in excellent stasis. I have fed them.
That's
Lovely. Hey Kai, can I see that jar?
good.
I use I use far hand because I'm not touching this stuff.
Wait. Why are you putting that on him?
To wipe just a small amount of it on their neck.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Carta says, "Go for it. I'm curious to
curious.
see what happens."
I want to see if they regrow any missing appendages, or I'm curious what'll happen, and maybe it'll help,
I think it works out.
and maybe they'll end up sharing things they didn't necessarily intend to share.
Oh well, okay. Fair.
I will begin recording immediately.
Please do. Yes,
Slather.
continuous monitoring would be great.
Oh yeah, actually,
yes.
this is kind of a perfect subject for you, Artie. And again, as I said, because I recorked the bottle once you get yourself, never ever on any of us unless you tell us, and it is very, very needed. Or if somebody
I
just
give
wants to have a
Artie-
good time, I look at all of y'all and I'm like, if y'all are wild now and want to have a good time.
I transmit to Artie a list of conditions under which this is to be used on me.
Dying. Only dying.
Okay.
With a very explicit threat of disassembly if those instructions are not followed.
Oh yeah.
Artie acknowledges and proceeds to research.
All right.
Lovely.
Shall we, I don't want to be callous, but I don't particularly care what mental state this guy is in.
He seems stable.
Yeah, he's fine.
That's all I needed.
Shall we, go figure out what the hell we do next?
Bessie, I'm home.
Bessie, darling. Oh my god, I do that all the time. I press the wrong button. I'm sorry. You guys can't see it, but a finder window open again.
I do have that over on my other screen.
Sorry.
Bessie acknowledges and greets you and says the message was received, although with the message you sent was received with some alarm by the marshals.
I'm sure. Appropriately so, in fact.
Yes, and everything seems to be okay on the ship.
Cool.
Lovely.
Bessie also mentions as you're leaving the medbay that it would appear Satsi has pulled up a map and has determined the location of certain coordinates.
Excellent.
Where are those relative to the dead zone in our...
They are right inside it.
Of course they are.
Of course they are. Yeah. All right. Can I see those coordinates? Or is it just leave?
I mean, you can't necessarily see it unless you pull it up on a screen somewhere.
I feel like I know, intuition-wise. Shall we head to the galley for a little team meeting?
Let's.
All right. Once we get into the galley, I open the liquor cabinet, grab something that looks fun and say, who wants a glass? Because I'm gonna need one.
I'll take one.
Cool.
Hana just shakes her head and
That's
says,
a good-
I'm going to my quarters.
That's a great choice, Hana.
I need this day to be over.
I pour a glass for whoever wants one. That includes Satsi and Kim. I don't care.
I will pass.
Also, for the record, because I did just get a bartender's license in the state of California, this is fictional. This is a fictional show, and I would never serve underage minors.
To be fair, both Satsi and Kim are actually of age.
They're teenagers. Like, they're older teenagers.
No, Satsi's
they're,
an adult. We've established this.
What?
Satsi's an adult. Satsi's actually, I think, possibly older than Leaf.
Well, you can technically be an adult, but not be 21. Like, 20, you're an adult, and you can't legally drink.
They're like in and around 20, the two of them.
So, I don't
Yeah,
care.
but what's their cultures?
In real life, I would always check ID and never serve anyone under 21. 'Cause I'm a licensed bartender
pulls out giant tome of species and species appropriate drinking ages.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. Hopefully you guys couldn't hear that.
Would you like to have your planning session now? Or would you like to pick up there next week?
What we do next week, because I have to go to work early. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
That gives me, Vicky, time to figure out what Kai's plan is, because right now, brain empty, head empty.
Yeah, same.
No thoughts.
No thoughts behind these eyes.
So with that being said, all of you gather around a map of Anopsis 4 and start figuring out what you're going to do. While you do, Artie is making maniacal sounds coming from the med bay. Who knows what they're building. And occasionally, Stanley chimes in and says, oh, fascinating. That sounds like a good idea. All the while, the sun of Anopsis 4 slowly creeps toward the horizon, and another day approaches its end. That's where we'll end it.
Ooh.
Spooky. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for D&D in Space tonight. I hope you enjoyed our little adventure for the night. As far as the rest of the week goes, on Thursday, Aiden and... Nope. I gotta get that out of my head. On Thursday... Oh.
Bye, Grant.
What just happened? That was weird.
Hello.
Everybody got moved around.
It
Anyway.
is fine. I merely took control for a moment.
Okay.
But on Thursday, speaking of control, I am starting a new game and it will either be Control, the video game Control, or a game called Inscription. And if you are there at the very beginning of stream on Thursday, I'll probably let you pick which one it is. So come hang out, and it should be a good time. And then on Monday, Aiden and I will be here talking about astronomy stuff. And on Tuesday, we'll be back here playing some more D&D in Space, finding out what the hell our plan's gonna be. I can't wait to find out what our plan's gonna be, because I don't know what it's gonna be. Oh boy. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to my lovely party members for just being the best people in the world to play D&D with, Kyle, Mac, and Amanda. And to our lovely Game Master Grant for weaving such an incredible story. If you're new here, follow, subscribe if you feel so inclined, and all of our archive streams are on my YouTube channel. You can click on my face in the About page to get there. And I think that's it. And we have a Discord. Join our community tab in the About page. And yeah, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.